Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All I'm going to say is the quarterbacks better perform, boy, they getting paid a bag. Hey, man, and then these fans having to pay this extra money. They buying your jerseys. Life is good for a quarterback right now in college football. The NIL bag is deep. The fandom is at the next level. We've seen the height of the fandom with Johnny Manziel, obviously Cam Newton, Joe Burrow, and so many more. But they was not making this kind of money, my lord. And I'm going to tell you what, week in, week out, these boys better be ready because the scrutiny is going to be at an all-time high. Not just from media, from the fans as well, man. So these boys better perform. Let's look at it. All right, via Pete Nakos of On 3. Darian Mensah just to play at Duke, y'all. Duke! $4 million? Lord. That's a lot of money. I ain't saying the kid can't play. We know he came from Tulane. We know he lit it up down there. But, yo, $4 million for 1 year? Man, bro, that's a lot of money, man. And I mean, Duke got a decent squad. They should be competitive this year, man. But, like, yo, if he's struggling, yo, and you obviously the coach, you know your job is on the line. Even if you have a good season, you know, you just never know with the administration. Go and yank him. And then you know how I felt about Carson Beck, man. Everybody's high on Carson Beck. We're going to find out this year, man. $3 million, $3.2 million, I think up to $6 million in incentives. Yeah, Lord. And then true freshman, Bryce Underwood. A lot of pressure on him to perform this year. Won't even have his coach for the first 2 games of this year. You know, and obviously the schedule ain't too crazy. Like I said, it ramps up like week 3, week 4 for them. But week 2, they do got a pretty formidable opponent. And he's getting paid $3 million. Like I said, they didn't want him to go to LSU. That's the main reason why he didn't go. You know, they started, you know, paying him that bread, man. So, same thing, true freshman. How long is the court for him? How long is the leash for him? How long are they going to allow him to go through his growing pains? That's the biggest question. And I didn't mean that in any kind of way. That's not what I meant. Do not take that literally. I just meant in general in terms of when they'll have enough. All right, Drew Aller, $3 million. Like, that to me is more respectable because he's been in the league for so long. He's made college football appearances, college football playoff appearances. Obviously, so has Beck, you know what I'm saying? But he's done that, you know, he's obviously been one of the better quarterbacks in the country. So that there to me makes sense. Mateer is a little bit high, but for the same thing, he's been in college football for quite a while at Washington State, transferred over. But like I said, it's a big year for Oklahoma, and they don't got an easy schedule. That's a lot to pay. So, you know, he's going to have to perform at a high level. And, you know what I'm saying, for Oklahoma, they got to at least be competitive to try to vie for a spot in the CFP. And then Avery Johnson, $2 million. That one, like I said, makes a little bit more sense. Has a little bit of a stay in college football. Obviously, last year had a decent year. We want to see him take that next jump forward, which I've been talking about, but still is a good bit amount of money. Now, one of the least paid via On 3 as well is obviously Joey Aguilar. $1.2 million, the same amount that Nico Amaliava made when he was in a Tennessee uniform. But I think he's going to get probably a little bit more bang for your buck out of Aguilar. We'll see how they look week 1 against Syracuse. We'll see how good Aguilar is going to be. But let's say, what if that is a bargain price for him? What if he ends up turning out to be a great quarterback for your program and you get right back to where you wanted to be at in the college football playoff at the top of the SEC? That could be a bargain potentially. And it is. Compared to what everybody else is making, he's only making 1.2. But this just shows how the QB market is for college football, man. It's off the charts. We see in the NFL, like, quarterbacks make some of the most money, which is why they get a lot of scrutiny, a lot of eyes on them. So it's just going to be interesting to see these dynamics with these quarterbacks, right? The veteran guys, the younger guys. How do they take all the scrutiny? Because it's going to be like, well, look, you're getting paid back. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be that guy for us to take us to this level, and you haven't done it. Like, what does that look like? And I'm telling y'all, say what you want. It's going to be some fallout this year. It's going to be some fallout with some teams and some players and, you know, getting dismissed from the team, whatever you want to say. You're going to see that this year with how much they're paying these players and if they don't perform up to snuff. And that's why I said they need performance-based incentives and they need performance-based things you have to abide by and live up to if they're going to pay you all this money. But we're going to find out how it's going to look. I'm excited. Lot of money, lot of dollar bills, y'all. So we're going to see how these quarterbacks perform. But they're getting paid this kind of money. Yeah. Best believe that fan base is going to be hot on you. Best believe the media is going to be hot on you too. But we're going to find out, man, who lives up to the billing, who outperforms their contract, and who underperforms. It's going to be really interesting to see at the end of the season.